Hey guys, this is Yash from Equitymaster, making markets simpler for you. To stay updated, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Before we move on, please note that this video is for information purposes only. It's not a stock recommendation and should not be treated as such. There's no opinion or view on any stock covered herein. In today's video, we're going to compare two railway stocks on various metrics and do a deep dive analysis to find out which one's the clear front runner. You see, the Indian railway system is undergoing a significant transformation driven by two key initiatives. First is the revamping infrastructure, where government's massive investment of rupees 1 trillion aims to modernize railway infrastructure by providing new train sets, laying new tracks, and making overall improvements. The second initiative is digital transformation. A parallel focus lies on digitalizing Indian railways, which will enhance efficiency and safety. This growth spurt is expected to positively impact several railway companies. However, the two potential frontrunners are Ircon and Railtel. Ircon International is an engineering, procurement and construction company that undertakes railway projects, whereas Railtel Corporation helps in the modernization and digitalization of Indian railways. Let's compare these companies to determine which one's a better railway stock. Ircon International was established in 1976 as a railway construction company. It's an integrated engineering and construction company. It undertakes technological complex infrastructure projects across various sectors including but not limited to highways and railways. Being a public sector enterprise, the company has a strong government backing which helps the company secure several orders over the years. Railtech Corporation, on the other hand, is a public sector enterprise that owns a pan-India fiber optic network, through which it provides broadband and multimedia services. The company also undertakes modernization and maintenance of the communication network of Indian Railways. It has two major lines of businesses, namely the telecom and project segment. Through telecom, it provides internet and passive infrastructure services, and through the project segment, it lays and maintains optical fiber cable networks for other entities. The company has an exclusive seamless right of way of 67,950 kilometers of railway track, passing through over 7,300 stations across India. Recently, the company also started offering data center services to its clients. If we compare the two companies in terms of market cap, Ircon International has a higher market cap compared to Railtel. Ircon International also has a higher order book compared to Railtel. At the end of December 2023, Ircon's order book stood at Rs 294 billion against Rs 46 billion for Railtel. Ircon's expertise in project management and consultancy has helped it secure a slew of orders in the last few months. Railtel, on the other hand, is a telecom infrastructure player and has received several orders from the railways in recent past. If we compare the performance of both companies on the stock market, Railtel is ahead of Ircon International. Railtel Corporation shares have zoomed over 200% in last year, whereas Ircon shares are not behind with 180% gains. Now let's move on to compare both companies' revenue. Ircon International primarily earns its revenue from project management consultancy and EPC segments, build, operate, transfer, or hybrid annuity mode projects. Railtel, on the other hand, earns revenue from providing broadband services and railway projects. Although the nature of revenue of the companies is different, it's important to see how the revenue for these companies has grown. In the last 5 years, the revenue of Ircon International and Railtel has grown at a compounded annual growth rate or CAGR of 16.7% and 14.4% respectively. Strong order book and rapid development in railways infrastructure has helped Ircon grow its revenue faster. For Railtel though, the high demand for telecom services and rapid development of national optical fiber network has supported the revenue growth. Moving on to profitability, in terms of EBITDA, Railtel is ahead of Ircon. The EBITDA of Railtel grew at a CAGR of 7.3%, whereas Ircon's EBITDA saw a moderate growth of 1.5% in the last 5 years. However, in terms of net profit, both companies reported a CAGR of 11% in the last 5 years. The growth and net profit margins of Railtel are higher than Ircon's. However, both companies have witnessed a contraction in margins. For Railtel, the margins are declining due to a growing proportion of less profitable projects. For Ircon International, the growing proportion of competitive bidding projects are expected to keep the margins range bound. Moving on to both companies' debt management. Railtel Corporation is a debt-free company and has no fixed obligations. Ircon, on the other hand, has a debt of Rs 14.4 billion at the end of financial year 2023. Ircon International at present clearly caters to railways and road projects. Now, it plans to expand its portfolio to include renewable power projects, which can help the company achieve healthy profit margins going forward. Railtel Corporation, on the other hand, is actively working on expanding its data centers business. It's targeting Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns to set up data centers with an investment of Rs 5 billion. It's also planning to add more services under its portfolio to cover the entire gamut of enterprise services such as Office, Edge Data Center Epicenter Services, VSS backups, rational dependency networks, and common operational datasets. Now, to answer the $1,000,000 question, which railway stock is better, Ircon or Railtel? In terms of revenue growth, net profit growth, and financial efficiency and dividend as well, Ircon International is leading. However, with respect to EBITDA growth, profit margins, and debt management, Railtel Corporation is ahead. The company primarily offers telecom services to Indian Railways and has a pan-India optical network to provide broadband services. The company is currently implementing a range of projects including telecom, data centers, railway, and metro systems, and also the Kavach train collision prevention system. Railtel Corporation is also eyeing international projects in Vietnam and other Southeast Asian nations. Ircon International, on the other hand, is diversifying its business by including renewable power projects in its portfolio. Apart from this, it's also building a portfolio of various kinds of projects such as BOT, EPC, and DBFOT through its subsidiaries and joint venture associations. Given the growing need for telecom and broadband services and the rise in infrastructure projects in the railway segment, both companies are poised to grow. However, both companies are exposed to challenges in their respective businesses such as delays in projects or tough competition. That's it for today. If you like this video, do share it with your friends and family. We hope you have a profitable trading day. Happy investing.